In the quiet farming community of Dustwood Creek, summer stretched on without a single drop of rain. Parched earth cracked in long fissures, and the once verdant fields turned brittle and brown. The midday sun beat down mercilessly, its heat rippling above empty irrigation canals. Cattle sketched thin outlines on the horizon, and the wind carried the smell of dry dust rather than sweet grass. Throughout Dustwood Creek, worry etched itself into every face. Neighbors glanced across empty fields, their voices hushed when they spoke of lost crops and dwindling water. On Front Street, store windows displayed signs reading "Closed early" or "Water ration 2 gallons per person." Children played in shaded yards, too weary to chase one another in the midday heat. At the town meeting hall, farmers gathered to discuss the harvest's failure. John, a broad-shouldered man with sun-baked skin, sat beside his wife Emily. She reached out to squeeze his hand, offering silent comfort. As petitions for government aid were drafted, a heavy silence fell. Even hopeful voices cracked under the weight of despair. Emily proposed a bold idea. "Let us pray together, each in our own homes at sunset tomorrow. We might be far apart, but we can unite our faith." Murmurs of assent filled the room. By the meeting's end, every family in Dustwood Creek had pledged to pray for rain at the same time that evening. That afternoon, John tended the dying corn, his heart heavy. He pried a brittle stalk from the earth, its roots powdery and lifeless. Nearby, 6-year-old Lily watched from behind a fence, clutching her favorite rag doll. John knelt, brushing dust from the plant's leaves as if searching for a sign. In that moment he realized how fragile hope had become. As the sun sank low, the Pattersons closed their windows and extinguished electric lights. In the soft glow of a single lantern, John, Emily, and Lily knelt on a woven rug in their living room. They held hands in a circle. Outside, the horizon glowed orange, and a gentle breeze stirred the curtains. Each knew that tonight's prayer was more than ritual, it was a lifeline. John bowed his head and offered a prayer in his heart. He thanked the Creator for every drop that had fallen in years past and asked earnestly for compassion on the land and its people. In his mind's eye, he pictured the sky opening as he spoke, believing that his words might coax the clouds into spilling their bounty. Emily closed her eyes, her lips moving soundlessly. She prayed for resilience for their neighbors, for unity among families, and for the strength to endure whatever came next. In her heart, she entrusted Dustwood Creek to a power greater than drought, trusting that faith, like water, could revive parched souls. Little Lily squeezed her eyes shut and whispered with all the earnestness of childhood, "Please, God, let the rain come soon so Daddy's wheat and Mama's flowers can grow again, and so I can jump in puddles with my boots." She opened her eyes, looked at her parents, and beamed, as if certain her words had already worked a miracle. A hush followed Lily's prayer. No thunder rolled, no raindrop fell. Yet in that silence the Pattersons felt a quiet promise. John rose to his feet, brushing straw from his knees, and said softly, "I'll head to the fields at first light. Care to join me?" Lily beamed and ran to the corner of the room, returning with her small yellow umbrella bright as sunshine itself. John knelt to take it from her. "You think it'll rain?" he asked. She nodded solemnly, holding out the handle. "We prayed, Daddy. I brought this so we're ready." That night, under a clear sky full of stars, John carried Lily on his shoulders as they walked to the fields. The umbrella bobbed above them, a beacon of hope against the bright constellations. Crickets chirped, and the hush of the town felt like collective breath, held in anticipation. At dawn's first glow, they reached the highest ridge overlooking the fields. John set Lily down and took the umbrella back. They stood in silence as the horizon turned pink and gold. Lily closed her eyes, imagining the sound of rain. John felt tears sting his eyes, tears of gratitude for her faith. Regardless of the sky's emptiness, morning light showed a perfectly clear sky. No cloud stirred. Yet John did not scowl. Instead, he knelt beside a parched row of wheat and laid the umbrella across his shoulders like a yoke, as if carrying Lily's hope into the earth itself. Lily mimicked him, placing her small hand on a stalk and closing her eyes in silent prayer. Word of John and his daughter with the umbrella spread quickly. Neighbors peeked over fences as they passed, curiosity sparking in weary eyes. In the general store, a shopkeeper paused his work to watch them go by. For a moment, dust-laden faces flickered with a question. Could faith rekindle hope? Days stretched on. Each sunrise brought the same dry promise. But John rose each morning, umbrella in hand, and together they walked the fields. Lily's faith never wavered. Her voice rang out in simple prayers each dawn, dispelling the gloom of empty skies. One evening, as they paused beneath an ink-dark sky, Lily looked up at her father. Far above, a single cloud drifted slowly across the moon. John felt his heart race as thunder rumbled below the hill. Lily opened her umbrella, eyes wide with wonder. A solitary drop fell. Lily laughed with delight, twirling under the umbrella. Then came another, and another, until soft patters turned into steady rain. Within moments, sheets of water washed over the fields, splashing in the ruts between rows and soaking parched soil. By morning, Dustwood Creek sang with life. Children stomped in puddles on muddy lanes. Neighbors emerged, faces lifted to the sky and arms outstretched. Emily ran to John and Lily's side, wrapping her arms around them both as they danced between fledgling green shoots. In the weeks that followed, fresh shoots sprouted where once there was only dust. John's corn grew tall again, and Emily's flower garden bloomed vibrant reds and golds. Everywhere, the yellow umbrella, tipped over a watering pail or propped on a fence post, served as a reminder of what faith in action can accomplish. Dustwood Creek learned that belief is not passive waiting, but active living. John realized that asking for rain was only the first step. Walking in faith with an umbrella under clear skies was what drew life-giving water back to their land. Lily's simple conviction rekindled hope for the whole town. Moral: true belief transforms our choices. When we act as though our hopes are already fulfilled, we prepare the ground for miracles. In hard times, let faith guide your steps, because actions rooted in belief can bring the rain to even the driest fields.